Hey guys, Infinity here, and welcome to a new series that I'm calling Loot Guides. This series will aim to show a way to get gear from spawn points around the map and help you get better gear in Dayz. This series will not be weekly like my Weapon Wednesdays and will be more random, but they're not going to be uncommon. Let's get into things. Alright, so first things first, before we start, you need to get a map. It's as simple as that. The I Survive map works great. It shows you where all loot spawns and where the buildings are. I love this map as a tool. The second thing you'll need to understand is Dayz's loot tier system. There's 4 tiers to the map. So you have tier 1, which is the green, which is exclusively to coastal spawn points. And you have tier 2, which is like semi-inland. And then you have the tier 3 areas and the tier 4 areas, which are very far in the northwest. Okay, so now that you've got your map up, let's begin the guide. Okay, so this guide starts at spawning around Kozlovka or around the east side of Cherno before the docks. It's not too difficult to get a spawn here, and it's a great place to start as there's a lot of options to go from here. Okay, so I've got my capital for spawn and we are going to go straight to the tavern here first things first. The tavern is always a good place to get some basic starting loot. Clothing items here spawn quite frequently. Things like hats and pea coats and suit jackets as well. In the back here we're actually going to find our first weapon already, which is a BK. It does, I think, come with a round in it? No, it doesn't, unfortunately, but that's alright. It means we only need to find ammo now. I'd also recommend taking out all the zombies here as well when you spawn in, because they can drop some good food. We're going to speed up the video here now, finish off looting the area, and then make our way into Cherno. Okay, so the first point of interest is going to be the Progadiki well. This is where we're going to get our water and a bit of basic starting gear. If you find a chicken as well on the way, you can cook it up here. They are pretty common. Following this, we're going to go and make our way down to the guardhouse at the end of the industrial area. For some reason, this spawns military loot like pants, and it's a good way to get some basic military gear. Following that, we're actually going to go into the military compound that is up on the hill at the industrial area. You find a lot of 1911s here. You can find tier 4 helmets here as well, Bisons and MP5, so not a bad place to check out. Following this, we're going to go and make our way down to the hospital. This is so we can get some bandages and tetracycline pills. Essentially, we need to make sure we don't get sick and don't have to worry about bleeds for the rest of the character's life. Following this, we're going to go up to the PD in the north. No one really checks this out, and it's a great place to get Glocks and SSG snipers. And then after this, we're going to go to Novoseki and go get water at the well. So we're making our way into Progadiki now. There's a couple houses here that I do recommend that we check out. So first things first is going to be this one here. It's a really easy place to find a gun or two. Sometimes you can find some clothing. In this instance, I find some rice. Following this, we're going to eat up the rice. We're going to go check the other buildings in Progadiki. I'm just going over to the train hut to craft some rags. I'm going to start a fire as well and cook this chicken up. First things first though, you need to start drinking water. It's really important to get this, so we're going to drink up until we get the full stomach icon, and then we're going to go cook up our chicken. So once we're finished at the well, go make a fire or something if you have a chicken to cook up. This is going to be the easiest way that you can get food without a doubt for this starting point. There's tons of chickens there. Eat your chicken, get some more water into you again so you don't need to worry about that. Then what we're going to do is go make our way to the guard house. It's a bit of a run. There's a couple other places that you can check out on the way like I'm doing here, but nothing crazy. Check the piano house out perhaps, maybe you get a Mosin if you get lucky. What you are going to notice though is once you do get to this guardhouse here, is that for some reason it spawns military loot. I got a USMC jacket here. That's mega when you start off obviously because it's a 42 slot jacket. There's not really much loot there though, so we're going to continue on to the military camp. So what we're going to do is make our way up the hill. Once we get to the top, you're going to see 2 tents, a little outpost, and a couple shooting towers. That's what I call them. So check them all. Obviously you can see here straight away we're finding some pretty half decent military loot. Look at that, tier 4 helmet straight off the bat. You can't go wrong. You instantly can survive a headshot now from most of the guns in the game. A couple boots here, compass, bit of ammo. You know, just your general things that you're going to need to kind of get started. Military pants, big find, 30 slots and a canteen in it as well. That's your water bottle sorted. Check the Humvee definitely as well. This place here spawns a lot of stuff, and then we're going to go and make our way up to the towers up the top in a second. What's this? Tactical bacon. Can't go wrong with that. No one checks these towers for some reason. There's a lot of loot that is missed here by a lot of players. I've just found the 1911 here. You'll find that the 1911 at these little huts here are without a doubt the most common spawning thing. Following this, we're going to go quickly down to the outpost and then make our way down to the hospital. So on the way to the hospital, you can always check this gas station, as it always, well, not always, most of the time we'll have the police event here for some reason, at least in my experience. It's a really good place to go and get some good gear. Press vests always, every time here. Sometimes you get Pioneers and SSG 82s, which are going to be really helpful as well. So we're going to go take on this area and quickly get the loot. So yeah, just take out the zombies as you would do normally. One of my better strategies for this is to get up on top of the car, try and avoid bleeds if you can. Definitely punch the zombies in the head so that you can have a pristine press vest as opposed to a damaged one. We also just found an SSG 82 there, and we found 2 mags off the zombie bodies as well, so definitely be sure to take the zombies out. We're already semi-kitted now. You know, we've got a vest that does bullet protection. We've got a brand new spanking helmet that will help us survive as well. We've got a sniper with 2 mags, 10 rounds, shotgun with tons of ammo. Things are starting to look pretty good for us, but we're not down here in Cherno yet, so we're going to go make our way to the hospital. So now that we're at the hospital, it's pretty straightforward what you're going to go loot. You're going to go loot the 6 garages at the back, as they are all medical spawns as well. There's definitely going to be a couple bandages floating around in these places. It's really important to get the bandages early on, disinfected, you know. You don't got to worry about anything. Essentially, we just don't want to get a bleed and get wound infection, as if you don't find tetracycline pills to cure a wound infection from a bleed, you're going to die very quickly. So yeah, let's go loot up the hospital and then make our way up to the police station up north. Alright, so we're just going to speed things up. I think I end up finding like 8 bandages here. I found multivitamin pills, tetracycline pills, and charcoal tablets as well. If you do have a knife, be sure to cut up the rags from all the scrubs. You can craft a rope with that, which is going to be helpful later. Now we're at the Northern Police Station. There's always some good loot here floating around. Check everything as you would, and then we'll make our way up to the well. Alright, so if you made it this far, well done. This is the last tier 1 zone that we're going to be hanging out in. Get some water at the well, because there's a big journey ahead of us. There's not really too much loot in this town. I don't loot too much. Just take out the zombies. There's always tons around this well for whatever reason. It must be a hotspot. And then we're going to continue north. Alright, so once you've done another Selkie and you've got your water, we're going to go to the west. There's a military camp just next to it, and you're going to find a couple good things here, mainly vest and ammo, and maybe a pistol if you're lucky. It's definitely worth checking out. What we're going to do after that is make our massive run all the way to Kozlovka. There's not really much on the way. A military convoy is all that spawns very close to the military camp. Once you get there, you're going to go and loot up that town. Not many people visit it, and there is a well there to get water as well. Alright, so we're at the military camp now. Obviously, the first thing I like to do is aggro all the zombies. I just simply jump up on one of these barricade sand things and take them out. It's simple enough and effective. You don't need to waste ammo, don't need to be loud, don't need to shoot guns. Allowing you to remain hidden and not get spotted, which is crucial. Check out all the tents. There is 3 here. There's a couple of jackets here. There's a box of ammo. Let's see what's in the next one. I think we end up finding some more ammo. Yep, some more ammo for our SSG, which we do not mind taking. More military clothing here, which is going to help you stay camouflaged. A 1911 mag, and that is making things look quite good. Now we've got a mag for our pistol. Zombie decides to say hello, but that's not a problem. Anyways, we're going to go clear out the rest of the camp and make our way up to Kozlovka. So apart from the military convoy, which can spawn on this hill just here above the military camp, there's not really a whole lot of stuff on the way to Kozlovka. Just avoid the tavern there. You don't need to stop there. There's zombies which will annoy you. Once you do eventually follow this road up to Kozlovka, there's going to be a good opportunity to get some of that nice tier 2 loot that we haven't seen yet because we've only been in tier 1 areas so far. You're going to find better clothing, better boots, better knives. You're going to find probably a bit more food here, more general equipment as well. Things like you might find the roll of duct tape, burlap sacks, all that kind of stuff you need for a bit of camp crafty vibes. Don't forget though to stop at the well on the way out. That is why we've come specifically to this town, as it is a great source for water. We're going to fill up the canteen and get drinking here now. I mainly see Kozlovka as more like a pit stop town. I don't really spend too much time here. At the end of the day, it depends how much loot you've got. If I didn't have all this clothing and tons of knives already, I'd probably check it out a bit more. But I've been fortunate enough to get all that stuff on my way in Cherno, so we're just going to really go to the well, get some water and move on. Alright, so now we're going to leave Kozlovka and we're going to make our way up to Green Mountain. On the way there's 2 helicopter crash site spawn points and a military convoy spawn point as well. Definitely check these out. Green Mountain also does contain 3 military buildings, so definitely worth to check them out as well, as you'll find some good loot there. Following that, we're going to make our way over to Proud Cherno to get a weapon cleaning kit hopefully at the summer camp, because I'm willing to bet you're going to need one with all these weapons that you've just found. There's also some good glove spawns here and other things as well, like metal knives. Following that, we're going to go up to Pass Sosnovi and get some stuff at the tents there. There's only 2 here, but still worth a stop on the way. Alright, so now we're going to go make our way up to Green Mountain. Definitely check for the heli crashes here. I found a random car, so that was cool. The girlfriend's texting me. Green Mountain was gassed out, so I just missed it. It's not a big deal really. So I just went down to the summer camp here. We did end up finding a bit of ammo here. Found that weapon cleaning kit and a metal knife that we were desperately after, which I was kind of counting on to find it here. We also ended up finding a hunting bag as well, which is a massive backpack upgrade, as they do spawn here as well. We're going to repair our weapons, eat some food, do all the basics, transfer the loot over from the backpack, and then we're going to make our way up to Pass Sosnovi. Alright, so we're at Pass Sosnovi now. Get up on top of the concrete barrier again and definitely take out the zombies just by punching them. Save your ammo if you need to, do what you got to do. There's not much crazy loot here, but it is on the way to our next stop, which is going to actually be the Myshikino tent. So it's always worth just to stop in here and check. Plus, there's a heli crash site that can spawn right next to it, so yeah. Anyways, we'll go ahead and loot all this stuff here. Obviously, there is only 2 buildings, but, if you come here, I don't have high hopes ever when I come here. I've never found anything good. I think the best thing I've actually found here is a UMP 45, so yeah. Anyways, now that's done, we're going to go onwards. Alright, so we're going to leave Pass Sosnovi now and head up to Myshikino. This is our first proper major military base we're going to be visiting on this guide, so make sure you have the equipment that's necessary to go there. Alright, obviously when you arrive at Myshikino, the most crucial thing you need to do at this place is scout it out. It's very exposed for snipers and you don't want to get caught in the crossfire. Right, once you do that, just definitely make your way down into Myshikino once you know it's all clear. There's actually a fair few zombies here, so be careful about that. I also did notice there was a heli crash floating around in the background, so we're definitely going to go and check that out as well. But I'm not going to include that in the guide because that's just pure chance. We didn't actually really find anything crazy that we were looking for here, unfortunately. I've just found, an MP5 and that was really it. So it was quite disappointing at Myshikino, and I had high hopes for this heli crash up here, but once again, it did really let me down. But things do change eventually. We just got to be a bit patient. Let's go check out this heli crash real quick. So yeah, we're gonna quickly head over here, just deal with the zombies. This heli crash sucked, I remember it. It was garbage. I think there was only an SKS here and like 1 thing of ammo. Anyways, we're gonna go now to try Kresta and get some tier 4 loot. So, following Myshikino tents, make your way along the train tracks up to Kresta. This is going to be the first tier 4 military base we visit, meaning we can get all those very high tier weapons. Alright, so upon entering Kresta, you just got to go for it. There is too many sniper spots for people to snipe you, so if you're going to get killed here, you're going to get killed. There we go, we just found our first AK. That is mega. We definitely needed that, and you cannot complain about getting an AK in that quick of a time period. The zombies decide to come after me, so I have a little bit of an issue here, but just be careful around Kresta. The zombies behave a bit differently here. They're quite grouped and they'll definitely come after you. So yeah, we just take them out real quick, and it shouldn't be a problem. Almost got a sprained ankle, but sure be right. There's only 5 tents here, so just grab them and get the hell out of here as fast as you can. Right, after try Kresta, you know what it is. We're going to go up for Tisy. This is without a doubt the best military base in the game, especially now after the 1.23 changes. So yeah, make your way there and then let's loot it up. Alright, so after dealing with all the zombies, definitely deal with them here. They are quite the nuisance. I think I kill up almost 25 zombies and use a fair bit of my ammo, but that's what you gotta be equipped for that. You can finally loot Tisy freely. This is without a doubt the best place. We'll quickly speed things up and then go over what we have. Okay, so make sure you check every individual tent at Tisy and the containers as well. They do spawn all good loot. Look at that, we've already found an M16. I think we end up finding a couple other guns. We found a mag for our AK, so there you go. We've got full auto AK ready to go. VSS mag, a UMP 45, and we already had a mag for that, so that's another gun there. We end up finding a AS VAL very soon, I can remember. Yeah, we already found that. We checked these top 10, nothing too crazy there. And we also found an MP5 mag. So there you go. We've also got plate carrier now, so we've got the best bullet protection for the chest. We've got the tactical helmet, which offers the best head protection. We've got an SSG-82 sniper rifle. We've got an AS VAL, which is a suppressed full auto gun. We've got an AK-74 with a mag. We've got an M16 with a mag. UMP with a mag, and now an MP5 with a mag, and a suppressed 1911. If that isn't enough loot for you, then I do not know what is. From here on, do what you want. You're fully kitted, so either head back to the coast to be an absolute dickhead and kill everyone that you can see, or build a base. Now that you're geared and you're confident, you can defend yourself. It's up to you. As always though, I hope this video has helped you. If you did like the video, please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video. It does help me out a lot. And until the next episode, I'll see you all then. Thanks for watching.